looking to wipe the floor with SKT. Snowflower still taking up the front side. Gets stunned up by the concussive blows. Lyra, though, with the red buff. Can he find the kill on the Wolf? Throws out the Q. Isn't enough. Blank has to flash away. Flash forward. The auto attack finds the kill. No collateral damage, of course.
Once you press the button, you've committed.
Can he get some backup from Mickey? He's trying to kite to the top side of the map, but Duke would be there as well.
Nicely done.
They're just roaming around. He misses the dash into the Baron pit. He's going to go down. Can Faker get an assist? Looks like he will. It's going to be the Wild Growth coming in just for the hell of it.
Can't juke that.
Kill. Yeah. On this push from Kongdu. And no dragon picked up. This is Jinner in a pretty decent spot still.
Well, Pilot screwed up that
spell
shield.
He's like, I will just spell shield the headshot. It's down. Boomerang Blade not going to come in quite in time. Hippo again trying to duel against Trace. Flashes, pops the ultimate, but you're still in range, buddy. You go down. Trace finds that solo kill.
Even gets a celebratory flying ride.
Is this the one? No.
Yeah.
No, this was. Oh,
see, that's much better.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, sick outplay from Trace.
So it wasn't so much Hippo.
Round of applause for Wing. Oh, it's upside down.
Oh, so close.
There we go.
They heard you, Robin.
We're in that kind of room right now. A room where the light can't find us, unless it's already installed in the room.
That's right. Well, I would say the light finds us pretty frequently, actually, because we have giant lights pointing at us.
You know in the song they're referring to sunlight, though, right? Natural lighting. It's more the spirit of the message of the lyrics rather than the actual verbiage.
The letter.
That's right.
Are you a spirit of the law man, not the letter of the law?
It depends on what my D&D character is, really, you know. Depends on my alignment at the time, you know what I mean? It's a pause. It's making me feel a little bit more towards the chaotic evil side. I want to get into this game, man.
So what are you going to do? Go in there and just randomly start punching people until the game starts?
That's right.
Deal with your problems.
Fix the computer. Like pick it up, fix this, and I'll throw it through the window. No. That wouldn't fix the computer. I'm just kidding. Well, Frozen looking pensive. Looks like it's the issue.
Happy White Day. You want to explain what White Day is, Noah, so our viewers don't get the wrong idea?
It's that kind of season, isn't it? It really has been. But okay, so in Korea.
Oh, it's a cake.
That's because it's Frozen's birthday.
It's Coco's birthday.
It's Coco's birthday. That's what I meant.
Look at his Jace. That's so cute.
That is adorable. So anyway, White Day. It's not what you think it might be. In Korea, Valentine's Day is basically the day where the girl gets the guy something, and then White Day is the day where the guy gets the girl something. So they split it up. You know, on Valentine's Day in the U.S., maybe both people get each other little gifts. Well, generally the guy gets something, you know, way nicer for the girl. You know, my experience. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, for land of equality, got some work to do on Valentine's Day there, America. But in Korea, they just split it up. They just make it separate days, you know. So today is the day where the guys, you know, get their girlfriend stuff. It's kind of nice.
You know what makes me mad, Noah?
What's that?
That we just saw. So Coco's birthday is on March 14th, which is Pi Day.
Pi Day? Oh yeah, I suppose.
3.14,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a cake. What the hell?
I don't know.
He's born on Pi Day.
Know.
You don't buy a man a cake who's born on Pi Day.
That's
shame.
First world anarchist right there. Well, we're back in game. Things are pretty quiet, it seems like. Looks like we are going to get probably standard lanes. Yep.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do standard lanes?
No, why would you? Why would you?
Oh.
I'm still on the pie.
I don't know, man. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
You mean some fangirls just want to watch the world burn? I mean, Coco's not even playing right now.
Some fangirls just want to watch Coco eat cake. Ours is not why.
Missed opportunity.
Yep. Maybe they don't know.
I'm sure everybody would agree with me. If you were born on 3/14, you should be receiving the pie.
You know, some people just don't like pie. I mean, I like pie.
Pie is vastly superior to cake in every regard.
I think there's pros and cons. I can see value in both desserts.
Let me put it this way. The average pie is substantially better to the average cake.
I would agree with you there. I do think it takes more for a cake to be a standout kind of cake, whereas a pie is just kind of nice in pretty much any form. But that's not to say that you can't have good cake, because you can. There's a good cake out there. There's a good band called Cake as well.
I like them. I saw them in Central Park one time.
Cool. I've not seen them. Not live. Only pictures. Thought we needed to get into some real minute detail for that one.
Pictures of the food or pictures of the band?
Both.
Nice.
Sometimes at the same time, even. Probably picture out with Cake holding a cake. So, he's going to be safe. Zillion's lore is hilarious, by the way.
Is it?
He basically was this dude that was obsessed with time. And apparently there was this invading army coming into his city, right? And Zillion lived on top of this big tower, messing with time magic. And so he was messing with time magic, and he got kind of trapped in time, even though he was trying to find a way to save his city. So the other army comes in, destroys the city, kills everybody. They know Zillion's up there, but they're like, dude, wouldn't it be hilarious if we actually didn't touch Zillion's tower at all? We just sacked the city, killed everybody, and left. So when he wakes up, everybody's dead. Wouldn't that be great? Achani engages with a little bit of damage. Zeus pushes back. Actually, Achani taking the worst end of that one. So anyway, back to my story. So guess what happens, Monty?
Why would they not touch his tower?
Because they wanted to make him feel bad. It was like this awful practical joke. Like we know he's up there. We know he's up there, but we're not going to do anything.
Why don't more armies commit practical jokes?
I know, right? So Zillion wakes up, and everybody's dead.
That's
The end.
I guess. Good job, army.
So he's real sad about that, but it gets worse for poor Zillion. He now has a disease that, I kid you not, in the lore is referred to as chronodysplasia, which means he's like kind of fading in and out of time randomly. Doesn't want to. A little bit of damage onto Frozen there. So he goes to the League of Legends because apparently in Summoner's Rift there's like a way for them to keep him in one place, keep him in one time. But I guess the trade-off is you get to be controlled by a summoner the entire time. So I don't know. I don't really think Zillion made the best decision. But then again, there was a pretty bad practical joke played on him that involved the death of his entire city and everyone he knows and loves. So there you go. Zillion in a nutshell.
I think Riot should fire their writers.
Well, I don't know. That may not actually be the lore anymore. But it was when I read it the other day.
The other day?
Yeah.
So it might have changed in like the last week?
Well, I read it on one of those phone apps that has all the champion info and stuff like that. So I don't know if that lore is up to date on the actual site. Not sure. We'll see. After Crash's awesome start, KT just going to grab the Rift Herald, heralding nothing but his own demise.
As usual.
Yep.
How would it feel to herald your own demise?
You know, maybe his name is just Herald. He's just the Rift Herald. You know? Like the Rift Steve or the Rift Bill. He's just Rift Herald.
Good old Harry.
Yeah.
Always just looking to give people a nice little buff.
Every
when you kill
Rift
him.
has to have its Herald. You know? He's just the Rift Herald.
I believe that's what they say.
It's the old adage. That's right.
A herald for every rift. And a rift for every herald.
Yep. Well said. Now we know. Well, the mystery's been solved. His name is just Herald. Call me Rift. Herald Rift. Harold's kind of an old dude name, though, you know? Sorry to anyone out there that's young and named Harold, but just in general.
No,
I mean,
it's not. There are a lot of Harrys. They're just all British, though.
That's true. That is true. But I mean, using like Harold, the name, not just shortening it to Harry. You don't hear a lot of people just called Harold anymore that aren't elderly.
I think it sounds more distinguished.
Do
I
you?
vote for more Harold, less Harry.
Well, you're the guy who prefers to be Christopher instead
That's
of
true.
Chris, too, though. So, yep. So you can't shorten my name. Just what it is what it is. But, so should we just call the Rift Herald Harold or Harry? What do you think he prefers?
He's not very distinguished.
It's Harry.
So Harry,
All right.
definitely.
All right.
He doesn't have a good buff. He hasn't
That's true.
earned. He hasn't earned being called Herald.
That's right. Not like Baron Nashor. All right, from now on, we dub thee Harry, formerly known as Rift Herald. And we're back on Champion Spring and Score. Very, very appropriately gets the MVP for his jungle performance. Very, very good stuff.
That kill contribution was wrong. He was a part of 13 out of 14 kills, so it was like 86% or something like that.
I swear I didn't do the math on that. It may look like it, but it wasn't me. That's right. So we get the pure fury bot lane.
Fury.
I like it. It's just pure fury in the bot lane.
Unadulterated anger.
That's right. Angst. Destruction.
It's not really angst.
Well, angst, anger. I mean, similar.
No.
Angst is when
It's
you're
not
upset
anger.
about something.
It's different than being angry, though. Maybe your emotions get confused like that.
It's been known to happen. So will Coco be able to get his team a birthday win? That's the question here. That's the question on the mind of all the fans, especially the ones that like brought little presents for Coco and for us too.
That is an awesome cake. How do you get like a custom Jace action figure of Coco? That's
Only
amazing.
in Korea, man.
I'm gonna get a custom action figure of me with a microphone.
Yeah?
Yep.
I'm gonna get a custom action figure of me with like a
Look at that
jetpack
thing.
and a flamethrower. That is really good.
You've never held either of those things.
No, but why does that matter? I don't think Coco's ever held a giant mace before.
But he has the affiliation with the character.
Yeah, well, I played Annie, and I played
With
Winston
a
in
flamethrower.
Overwatch.
With a flamethrower.
She's basically got a flamethrower built in, man. She is a human flamethrower.
I think what you mean is that you need a,
Well, I played that-
action figure of you with a teddy bear. That's what I think you mean.
No. Well, let me swap out the Annie. I'll put in the guy from TF2. That guy.
That guy.
That guy.
You have a really great affiliation with that guy, don't you?
That's right. Obviously. It's really smoky in the studio. Did you notice that when the lights were on a second ago? It's really, but it's not real smoke. It's fake smoke. It's the magic of television.
Creating a haze between the camera and us.
That's right. It makes things look better.
That's one way to put it.
Apparently, otherwise they wouldn't use it all the time.
Makes it look like we're in Colorado, maybe.
I guess, yeah, that's true. Certain states may look a little
I'm
bit more
from
like
Colorado.
that right now. I'm from Minnesota. The only smoke that we have, the only haze, is from when they burn out the ditches in the spring.
Wow, nice.
That's right. Actually, where I lived in southwest Minnesota, it was very flat, very open, and so they would burn out all the grass in the ditches and things like that. And there were no crops in the spring right after the snow melted either. So as far as the eye could see, it was fields of dirt and like columns of smoke coming up. It was like I was in Mad Max, and someone was going to come and beat me up and steal my petrol.
Did that happen? Your petrol?
Almost. Petrol. Depends on the accent, right?
What?
Petrol. Just let me have my Mad Max moment, won't you?
I had to figure out what you were saying.
Petrol. What else could it be?
You're on a roll tonight. A petrol
I
roll.
know. Petrol. Yeah, it was pretty grim there. Seoul's much better, though.
Much better
All
than
our smoke
Minnesota.
comes from China. Yep,
Yep. There's dangerous yellow dust.
that's right. Yep. It goes over the desert and the sand
Over
gets
Beijing.
mixed in. Well, that's where it comes from, Beijing. And then it goes
Yep.
over the desert, brings in a bunch of yellow sand, which gives it its yellow color. And so our pollution has a lovely, cheery, sickly, yellowish tinge to it when it comes over the water between China and Korea.
Thanks, Beijing.
Thanks. Appreciate it, guys. When's the next Olympics? That'll be nice. That'll be nice. For a month or so.
It
It'll
will
good.
be.
Yeah. We'll be fun.
Probably
Well,
like 50 years.
yeah. You know, if you talk to people that were in there for the last Olympics, though, they said the air was like clean for like a month because they basically just didn't let anyone drive. How about that?
Or burn coal, probably.
Or burn coal. That might be part of it, too.
He's ready, you know?
That's right. Chaser looks ready, though.
He is.
He's
He's
ahead of
actually in the
curve.
game, so.
I want big, thick glasses that say style on them, you know?
Just to let everybody know that you are stylish.
That's right. Oh,
Up, Arrow
It's
is
time
going to
for-
battle nap.
that's right.
The grand tradition of Ryu.
Ryu was the original KT battle napper.
He's taught everyone else the battle napping ways.
That's right. Oh, am I on camera? Oh, okay.
He never played on a team with Arrow, but
Gets to
he
play
taught
the
him
air
in the team
guitar.
house. All right. Nice. Hey, KT sponsored by Fila now too,
What do you know?
just like SKT. How can they have the same sponsor? That goes against their bitter rivalry.
I don't know, man. It's a weird world we live in now.
You're casting that Brood War match. Did you
I
enjoy
know.
seeing Boxer in the KT uniform?
I know. It was so strange. That was weird. That felt like the world was going to end, man. Boxer wearing a KT coat, I don't know. I mean, I get it. It was necessary for the event, but it still felt wrong. It was a fun event, though. There's some actually pretty good games of StarCraft in that one. It was fun.
Unsurprisingly.
Yep. That was cool. Well, KT can just chill out and think about how hard they beat down Longzhu last game. But they also have to think about some other things, too. You know, how do you adjust against essentially a different roster now?
Well, you anticipate a Jace pick, perhaps?
He wouldn't want to disappoint his cake fans.
his OGN
Yep.
cake fans.
That's right. We have a real cake fan in the audience now.
Everyone's in love with the cocoa. Why are there no pies?
We have cakes, we have cupcakes, but no pies. No pie. It's because we don't care about Pie Day, Montecristo. It's Coco's birthday and it's White Day, and those are the only days that matter right now to the OGN crowd, apparently.
Where's Pie Day?
I mean, pi is just that number that you learn a lot of digits of in school.
Really? You learned a lot of digits of it?
At one point, I knew like the first 8 or something, 8 or 10.
What's the point in memorizing the digits
I
of
don't
pi
know.
when it's just a button on a calculator?
요챔스가
I don't
욕을
know.
먹으면 먹을수록 더욱
Let's
빛을 내는
watch
방송 위클리
LCK
SK 강문입니다.
again, guys.
반갑습니다.
Okay, so how did you enjoy that wonderful, short, spontaneous weekly LCK?
I enjoy the spontaneous Lust Boy a lot more.
Do you?
Yes.
Well, there he is. Lust Boy on your screen. Not anymore. There's the KT coaches
He's
now.
rocking the sweater vest today.
What do you think? Is that a good look?
Yeah, I think it works for him.
All right. Monty approved. How about that? How about the sweater over the buttoned-up shirt?
I like the camel jacket with the navy.
I was going to say that color combination doesn't quite work.
No,
does
I
it?
like it.
Oh, you do? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was a little bit weird.
No, I like it.
Okay.
I'm into it.
Cool, cool. So, coach, managers for LZ, Monty approved. And we finally are going into picks and bans for game number 2, Longzhu versus KT. We'll see if he does. He's getting low. Chaser, though, not willing to go under the turret. That was close, but Someday did a good job knowing his limits. Didn't need to use that summoner.
Bold. I'm actually really surprised he didn't use that summoner spell,
Yeah,
but
me too.
he gets away with it.
Yeah.
I would have used it right there.
Well, I think that's the reason why we're here and they're in the booth.
Well, one of many reasons, really.
It's true. Yeah, it is more than just that reason. They can speak Korean. That's really the main one. Otherwise, I'd totally be in there. A flying Coco just
Well, what I understand
dueling in
from,
the mid lane.
from LoL Esports, though, is if you can shot call in English, it really does help your ability to play League of Legends.
That's what I've heard. I might even make top 20. Who knows? Like you said, too, we're probably not going to see a lot of ganks coming out of Chaser in the first place. But if they do, GP has his galleon parked just offshore.
Offshore?
Cannons
Where is
in
it?
the
I
river.
see like a mountain in the
I
background.
don't know. Maybe, like we talked about before, maybe it's a space ship. It's just up
He's
in
a
the air.
space pirate?
Yeah, or at least
That's
an air
awesome.
pirate, you know? A flame. Under damage, not needing to use his ult or anything. Now, Someday needs to be careful because here comes Chaser again. Someday went down for that ward. Still has his flash. Funny enough, trying to get in position to use it. He failed the flash! And there's another kill going over to Chaser.
Chaser.
He's like, yeah.
ha, he missed his
failed.
flash.
Be aggressive too with so many members dead. Someday under the turret. Flame goes for the ultimate, goes for the kill. Someday just a little bit of health, but Flame flashes for the solo kill. Uh-oh, and he's not going to make it out of there. Cocoon, who gets it? You give it over to Chani? No,
The
score.
turret.
But Chani didn't want to steal it. I'm disappointed, man.
The turret gets it, DoA,
No, dude.
in the end.
It was definitely the spider.
Well, the spider got the donation, but the turret was the real hero there.
It's true.
Has the Muramana, has the Iceborne Gauntlet QSS, and now working into a Lord Dominic's regard. I'm not sure exactly if he needs that item right now. I would think that
Huh.
perhaps the sustain from Blade against the burst that KT had would be a little bit better. There's actually not very much armor on the side of KT other than score.
I'm just not sure who Lord Dominic is and why he's sending his regards with a crossbow.
Well, he's not very neighborly, DoA.
I guess
so
so.
that's how he sends his regards. Maybe he writes a nice little note and then shoots it over to you.
Maybe they have like a little like hay bale or something like that next to the castle, you know, and they're like he shoots it over and they get a message like, oh, the lights are on in the attic. Like, oh, thanks, I would have noticed that. Thank you, Lord Dominic. And he's like, oh, also regards.
Have a good day.
Have a nice time. Yours truly, love always, Lord Dominic.
I bet that's it.
Yep. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Like that Lord Dominic. Such a considerate neighbor sending his regards. Remember when he brought that delicious fruit cake over?
He shot it with a crossbow.
Sorry, he shot it right over with a crossbow. Tied it to a little package and shot that fruit. The fruitcakes can survive anything, so that doesn't surprise me. That Lord Dominic, what a guy.
Would you eat a fruitcake shot by a crossbow?
We
We live pretty close to each other, though. I can actually shoot.
could shoot crossbow fruitcakes to each other. This could happen. Yeah.
There is line of sight.
Our-
Now, whether that's safe.
Our houses are within
I hope-
crossbow distance, aren't they? I've never thought of it like that before, but
You better watch yourself while you're sleeping.
hey,
Joe.
man, I have the high ground, remember? We know what happens, apparently, in the Star Wars universe when someone has the high ground.
It's just impossible to win.
That's right, unless you're talking about the first prequel, in which case then you can win from hanging off the edge of a bottomless pit. Then the high ground didn't matter too much, did it, Darth Maul?
I guess maybe Qui-Gon and Darth Maul were just really bad at lightsabers.
Well, I like the theory where Qui-Gon had that experience. He's like, I must train Anakin just in case that he can never beat me from the low ground. Just in case something like this happens, I don't want to lose the fight. So that's why at the end he's like, it's no use, Anakin, I have the high ground, because he trained Anakin to never be able to attack properly from the low ground. Anakin was great otherwise, but from the low ground, just was never trained properly by Obi-Wan. So the failsafe ended up coming in handy.
It's true. Darth Vader
Yeah.
even dies on the low ground. He like picks up the Emperor and he's underneath him.
Exactly. Yeah. And because of that, he was electrocuted the rest of the way, I guess. Yeah. So there you go. It all makes sense. The prequels are validated now. Yep. But basically, going back to our earlier point, we could totally shoot crossbows at each other from our houses.
The best way for the Rift Herald.
Yep.
He is ignored frequently in standard lanes, though.
Nobody wants to give Harry Rift the time of day.
Would you?
I guess not.
If he asked you what time it was, you'd say, it's 20 minutes. Go away.
I feel like check your own cell phone, Harry. Come on.
You have a giant eye staring at the sun. Can't you tell?
No kidding. Yeah, seriously. He should be. He's like, I never learned how to do that. I'm like, Harry, please.
Well, he was in the void. You can't blame him.
Maybe.
There's probably no sun in the void.
It's true. There's probably no
It
nothing.
always-
There's probably no nothing in the void, really. I mean, it is called the void.
How do you think they find people in the void? Are they just like floating around in nothingness?
I don't know.
What happens over there?
They shouldn't be in there to begin with, because the void, by definition, should have nothing in it, right? But it sounds like there's actually a lot of stuff in this void. Wow, Pure takes a lot of damage from that Lux combo. I think we need to rename the void. I think we need to call it
the full?
the almost empty. The void-ish.
I think that's pretty much true of reality, though, DoA. We could pretty much call the universe the
suppose.
almost empty as far as things go.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of particles and stuff.
No,
floating
it's
around,
mostly empty. It's mostly nothing.
I suppose. Our atmosphere is different, though.
Yeah, I'm talking
It's not
about the
empty at all.
universe, not
Really,
Earth.
the universe, you know. Unless there's some kind of, matter we haven't discovered yet that fills the universe.
Stay cool with science, DoA.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Okay.
You never know. I don't think that people 50 years ago thought that there'd be a job where you talk about a competition played on a screen in front of you.
I think you can guess that one.
You think so? I don't think so. Most people.
I heard you gave candies to the female staff here. I guess that's the reason why you have a lot of female fans. Please say something to them. We still have more games to play, so please cheer for us until the end. Thank you. He's very polite. All right, that was it for the MVP interviews. Take it away, guys.
Someday, apparently, the Candyman.
I guess so. Who knew?
Who could make a comeback? The Candyman can.
Wow, he can. It's true. I was thinking, you were thinking about like he's sort of the Candyman from like the horror movie series, you know, where he becomes the nightmare for the other team. Different kind of Candyman.
Works
Same
either
effect
way.
in the end.
Mine's nicer, though.
It's true. Yours is nicer. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Moving on, it's going to be Samsung versus the Rocks Tigers, and the Spider chases the Panther away.
It's a cougar, DoA.
Cougar, Panther, yeah, I suppose.
Nope, not anywhere near the same connotation in this case.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Riot definitely strong in their euphemism game.
Italy doesn't look that old, though.
I mean, I never really got a close look at her.
I don't know. I mean, you don't need to really get that close. Although, you got to look at the hands, I'm told.
That is the
We
key.
can't
That is
see
true.
Italy's hands, so we don't know for sure.
The hands are always the key.
I guess that's true. It is a bit of a mystery then. Skin viewer, take the wheel.
See how detailed Riot got.
That's right. We haven't seen Italy's veiny hands just yet. Maybe someday. Maybe the miracle of technology will get us there. Who needs 3D and virtual reality? We have more important questions we need answered.
Maybe that'll be a part of it, DoA.
That's right. Could be. The bot lane, where things happen sometimes, but not right now. The cleanup has begun. Kuve on the outside of the fight. Looks like Core JJ does pick one up. Double kill, though, coming in response for Prey. And Smab just hammers Lucian to death.
Stop. Hammer time.
We stopped him. Stopped him hard. Time to smack a frog with an anchor.
That sounds horribly cruel, DoA.
I know. I didn't make the game. That's Riot's decision.
It's gross.
I know.
It's all right. The Gromp doesn't die. He just turns little again and runs away.
Yeah. You're not killing the Grump. You're just beating the magic out of him? I don't know. I don't know.
Nothing ever dies in League of Legends anyway. Truly. They just come back to life over and over and over again.
I mean, the minions kind of die, but they were never really alive in the first place.
I don't think the minions are alive. They just look like cloaks with weapons.
I suppose.
But they have some sort of intelligence. You know, I watched the movie Ex Machina last night.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That is a great movie.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
really
good.
Interesting. I'll have to give it a try.
And you know, maybe the minions. That movie raises a lot of questions about ethics surrounding artificial intelligence. Now I wonder about these minions.
You wonder about
Is this the same kind of cruelty, DoA?
The efficacy of sending the minions down the lane to their death over and over again.
They may not be alive, but they operate independently. Is this a true AI that is actually being destroyed?
Do they know what they're in for? Do they feel fear as they stare the cannon minion in the face? I don't know. I don't know, but it's worth considering in this our modern age, where
I think
Google is beating the top Go player 3 days in a row with their program.
I think that really the video game rating board should take artificial intelligence into account in their rating system. Is it better or worse than killing a human being? I don't know, DoA.
Man,
I don't know.
All I know, if this is true, all the people in my Animal Crossing town are really being abused right now. I haven't visited them in a long time. Those poor animal people.
Is neglect abuse in this situation?
Maybe. I mean, I assume my Animal Crossing people will feed themselves and stuff if they even need to eat. I don't even know.
Not like your Tamagotchi, though. That is Straight up abuse.
My Tamagotchi died of natural causes. It was his time. I was very sad on the school bus when it stopped vibrating, and I'm like, I guess this is the end. Tamagotchi. You'll be born anew.
Like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
That's right.
Do Tamagotchis even exist anymore?
I'm sure they do. True. And they'll take it. Wow, Gragas and Graves. Gragas and Graves sounds like some sort of like insurance company or something like that, or some investment firm. Come down to the offices of Gragas and Graves.
It's life
comprehensive life insurance coverage. There you go.
Not health insurance. You would
right.
never call health insurance Graves, Doa.
I suppose.
You are not allowed to be in marketing.
Not anymore.
I forbid you.
All right. Have you received a mortal reminder? Come down to Gragas and Graves Life Insurance.
Tigers now coming through the tribe rush, and we see, ooh,
Hello.
Tricky.
Oh, Gorilla. You're taking some damage here. Bug Splat! No, wait. Hold. It's not Bug Splat. It's just another program wanting to get your attention. There we go. I preemptively Bug Splatted. My bad.
I hate when you splat too early, Doa.
You know, I can't. Sometimes. Anyway, when I watch the Rocks Tigers. But it was just another program, so we don't need to worry about it. We're going to get Clue in there. We're going to deal with that program, though. He'll be sent to the games. He'll be de-rezzed for sure. Not this game. You don't get de-rezzed in this game.
Maybe you should.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should.
That's bad.
That GP is strong with that Trinity Force right now. Kuro needs to be careful here. There's the wild growth. Kuro goes back in. What is he doing? Tried to go for a fancy ult play to push him back under a turret. Wraith was there, but he just straight up failed it.
Oh, he died with both his summoners up. I think he just straight up accidentally went in on that one. Rocks Tigers really coming apart. They're going to lose 2 turrets for that little play. Huge mechanical misplay by Kuro. That is not common to see.
And there's just nothing the Rocks Tigers can do. Smeb completely caught, gets grabbed by Wraith. Wild Growth keeps him alive. Ambition over the wall. Look at that. Ambition with a kill. Prey right there, though. Prey should not have stepped up. This Kindred is absolutely out of control. This could be the game right here.
It'll be a little early for that.
I mean,
no,
it
won't be. They're too low.
Okay, they don't have the minion wave either, so I guess it'll take a little bit longer. But I think even though the game didn't literally end there, it ended in a metaphorical sense.
Is that how you get away now?
Yeah, totally.
All right, I'm going to start using that from now on.
I was right in a theoretical sense.
No, not even in a theoretical sense.
Metaphorical sense.
They were dead. The game was over, metaphorically.
Hey, it's is this game over, Montecristo?
Yes.
There you go. There goes the Nexus turret, and that is it. The Rocks Tigers will be defeated. Samsung wins it 2-1.
Wraith doesn't even look happy. Can you be happy, Wraith? All right, Core looks mildly amused. Crowd doesn't care.
The consummate professionals, man.
Ambition managed to smile.
That's odd, because usually Ambition's the guy who's
all
super
right,
serious.
Cuvée, you look happy.
There we go. Happy Cuvée. The coaches are happy too, of course.
Great job from Samsung. They really played 2 great games in the last part of the set, completing the reverse sweep after getting wrecked game number 1.
And I hope, Montecristo, that this is a trend. I hope teams see, hey, we just have to match aggression with aggression. We just have to fight. It's just like in the Godzilla movie, man. The guy's like, let them fight. That's what all the coaches need to do as far as their planning goes against Rocks Tigers.
All right, calm down. I don't want this turned to LPL.
No, we want this.